Howdy folks, how we going? At the brewery because it's big day. I'm bottling the BFO Stout, the big fuck off stout. Did this one a couple of weeks back, done the brew day video. It was a stout. This was driven by some stickers that Kev Bristol had made, which I've now left inside, and he has printed up some. Anyway, he was playing around with some ideas and things and printed off some label suggestions, and one said the BFO Stout. The story's on brew day, but it's a good story. And he just printed up some random stickers as just some examples of the sort of things he could do. And one of them said, Little John's Brewing BFO Stout, 12.3% ABV. And I think at the time I was in the middle of doing a live when it came up, and it popped up like in the corner of the laptop screen, and I saw it and I went, oh, that's awesome. BFO Stout, I'm doing that. I'm gonna make it. So went about tracking down actually making a 12.3% stout. And this is the beer I am bottling today. And if you don't actually hook up your beer hose, you don't get beer out of the fermenter. It's fucking amazing how that works. So just clearing off the beer gun, the line. So I keep the beer gun just primed all the time. So it's got the beer in the line from the last beer I did. It's too much frigging around to pull off and clean it every time, because it does run on full clamps, and the bloody the good ones. Now I've sanitised this. I'll give this a spray. I'll give it another hit just to be safe. So grab myself a bit of a sample, as you do on bottling day. You pour yourself at least a small glass of what it is you're bottling. You know, given this, as I said, well, it's not 12. I think given it's 12.3% stout, I don't want to, but it's not actually 12.3. At the moment, it's 11.8. That is that is part of the story. But anyway, there's a glass over there as she stands. Okay, that's rich. Anyway, what has happened is we've fallen 4 points short of projected final gravity. Starting gravity was 1120, 1.120, and I was expecting, or target was 1026, which was going to give me the 12.3%. That's straight out of the fermenter. That's with no bottle priming. That's just as it is. And we've actually finished up at 1030. Nottingham didn't go quite as low as I thought it would, but I was planning on using Mangrove Jack's, the Empire Strong Ale. So I think I've fallen up with just a little bit shorter of the attenuation. It's sort of more on par with what Nottingham would do, but I was hoping it would push it a little bit higher. I think it's only gone to about 73%. I was hoping we might have got about 76, 77, but we didn't. So I need to make an adjustment. Easiest way to do that at this point in time is to bottle prime, because simply if I dropped a adequate amount of sugar into the bottle, then we'd get 0.5% ABV or thereabouts, and we'd be good. But the problem is I'm bottling into a few Grolsch bottles, which is for friends and keeping for myself, because this is going to have to age a little bit. And I've got a bunch of these 500ml PET bottles, which I'm going to fill up, because these are going to go out to some Patreons. I'm going to do a draw for, I think 5 bottles of these, one for each of 5 patrons will go out, and that will get drawn in the Brewery of the Month video, which will come in a couple of days. But given that was 500ml, the carbonation wasn't going to quite work out. Oh, it was a bit iffy. But what I decided is I didn't want to go that angle. So I calculated that if I add 4 millilitres of Jack Daniel's, this is the barrel strength single barrel, which is very, very rare here in Australia. And I don't drink this too much. She's a pretty potent drink at 64.5% alcohol. But I've calculated that 4 millilitres of this good gear into each bottle gets me 0.5% of alcohol. It's actually 3.8%, sorry, 3.8 mil, but let's not argue over 0.2 of a mil. Yeah, it was really good, bloody, really good whiskey. Anyway, so that's where our adjustment comes in. Brand new syringe for measuring that out. Sample glass for Little John. Oh, that stuff's intense. Takes your fucking breath away, that does. But anyway, that's where we are. So, all I'm going to do is grab 3.8 mil of the good stuff into each bottle, and top him up, and that's her. So I've got about 15.5 litres thereabouts in the fermenter. I can probably get 13 litres of that out without too much issue. So that means I'm looking at half a litre. Give me foam. Half a litre of bloody, I'll get 5 litres into the gross bottles, which gets me about 8 litres into the PETs, which is 16. I've got 20, I've got about 22 of them there clean. So that's all good. As I said, these are going to go beer monsters. You guys will get 1 bottle of this each. Going to do the draw for 5 lucky patrons. There will also be a bottle of this going to Kev Bristol, obviously, because he came up with the bloody idea. So I can't not give him his share. And there will be 1 or 2 other people who, at this point in time, shall remain nameless and anonymous, who I've made side arrangements with, will also get a bottle. But end of the day, somewhere in the vicinity of maybe 11 or 12 bottles will go the way of other people. So it means I will keep about somewhere between 18 and 22 bottles of this for myself, which is going to work absolutely fine for me. And this would be better to froth up a little bit more. Carbonation isn't super high on this. Get extra in it. We'll fill them up, that's all good. Tapping on some foam so we're not getting oxygen. Yeah, so that's it. BFO Stout. That's where we've run at. So we got our 12.3% in the end. I said I knew a week ago that we weren't going to get that 12.3 in the fermenter, and I made arrangements with Kev to include that in the stickers. But we will be 12.3 in the final bottle. So if you're a Patreon, look forward to the draw, and cheers if you are for supporting the channel. Yeah, gives me the ability to do this sort of crazy stuff, and gives you a chance to win some good prizes. Yeah, but for now, I'm going to finish this fella. I'm going to finish these bottles and get on with my afternoon. So shout out to the Patreons, shout out to the subscribers of the channel. Comments and questions down the bottom if you've got them. Give me a thumbs up if you like what's going on. And what's not to like about bloody 12.3% stouts? Anyway, that's me. Until I see you again. No, we bottling beer, brewing beer, drinking beer, talking beer. Good brewing. I'll catch you later.